Once upon a time, in the bright little town of Tinkerville, there lived a boy named Tinny. Now, Tinny loved living in Tinkerville because it was a great place for a tinkerer. Most houses had normal things, like front porches and rose bushes, but his house had a balcony made entirely of gears and springs, and inside lived all sorts of gadgets, from crazy contraptions he invented to spare parts he found on his adventures. And speaking of adventures, this story is going to be one of them, so let's dive right in. Tinny wasn't the tallest kid on his block. He wasn't even the loudest. In fact, he was usually so quiet, you'd think his volume was turned all the way down. And he wasn't the fastest or the strongest either, but he was something pretty special. Tinny had the biggest imagination and the brightest brain you could ever find in a kid. While other kids played with toy cars and trucks, Tinny made his own. Old magazine? Check. Cardboard box? Check. Hot glue? Check. Bam. He built vehicles that could zoom across any surface, including walls and ceilings. Other kids played with action figures, but Tinny built his own. He made rocket pens. That's right, real rocket pens that shot ink into space. They didn't exactly write legibly, but they were awesome. He made dancing toothbrushes that brushed their teeth while doing the cha-cha slide. And he made an umbrella backpack that could spray whipped cream. Not useful, but definitely impressive. But there was one dream he hadn't figured out yet. Tinny wanted to fly. Oh boy, did he want to fly. Every night after homework, he'd run to his tiny garage workshop. He called it his tin lab. First, he'd grab some bolts and wires, then an old toaster, a battery, and a whole lot of duct tape. And he would start building something amazing, a flying suit. He called it the Spark Suit. Each day he drew new designs, tested mini wings, and doodled more ideas. He even added a cupcake holder. Heroes get hungry too, but it wasn't easy. Sometimes kids from school walked by and laughed. "What are you wearing?" "You look silly," they'd tease. "Why do you always play with junk? Can't you do anything else? You think you can be a superhero." "Ha ha!" they'd shout as they ran away. Tinny never shouted back. Instead, he just smiled and kept building. Because deep down, he knew something most people forget. Great things often start small, even with a spark. And Tinny had lots of sparks. One breezy afternoon, Tinny was testing out the Spark Suit in the park when something strange happened. A strong gust of wind knocked over the school flagpole. Oh no. As the townspeople ran to see what had happened, they noticed something. The town's kitten, Muffin, had climbed up the flagpole earlier and was now stuck, swaying high above the ground. The people panicked. No ladder could reach her. Muffin meowed and meowed. Kids cried and adults searched for a solution. Finally, someone shouted, "Quick! We need someone small enough to climb the pole." But everyone was too scared. Then Tinny watched quietly from the back of the crowd. He looked up at Muffin, then he turned and ran fast, straight home. In his lab, he looked at the Spark Suit. It wasn't ready. The wings still wobbled. The jet boosters needed charging. But Muffin didn't have time to wait. Tinny took a deep breath, put on the suit, and made a mental note to add a helmet later. A deep whir filled the garage as lights blinked on. The boots buzzed, the chest plate glowed, and wisps of smoke escaped. "Please don't explode," Tinny whispered to himself. Then he pressed the big red button. Whew! Tinny shot straight up into the sky, zigzagging, wobbling, but flying. Everyone below gasped. "There's a boy in the air," someone shouted. "He's got rocket feet," another yelled. "He's heading straight for the flagpole." Tinny leaned forward, guiding the suit with care. Higher, higher, he went, dodging birds and clouds, until he was high above the town. Then he started to descend. As he got closer to Muffin, she looked down at him meowed, and slowly started coming down the pole. Just as Tinny reached her, a strong gust of wind almost knocked him over. He braced himself, then gently scooped her up and cradled her in one arm. The crowd below cheered. Then, with shaky sparks trailing behind, Tinny landed on the grass, knees bent, suit smoking, but kitten safe. The crowd ran to him. "Are you okay? That was amazing. Did you really build that suit?" Tinny smiled, brushing soot off his goggles. "I just used what I had," he said, gesturing to the spark suit, "and a lot of duct tape." The kids who once laughed now looked at him with wide eyes. "Wow, that was super cool. Can you teach us how to build something too?" Tinny beamed. "Of course. We can start tomorrow. Maybe even build a cookie launcher." From that day on, Tinny wasn't just the quiet kid in the garage. He was Tinkerville's very own tech hero. Brave, smart, and kind. And the spark suit got new upgrades. Of course, but the biggest upgrade wasn't tech. It was how Tinny helped others, no matter how small the problem. Because sometimes being a hero isn't about flying. It's about caring, creating, and never giving up on your spark. The end.